listen over there.
I know he does.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. Ready, set, go. Hello, and welcome to another Gathering the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. I am your host, Brian. Joining me today in studio, Cousin Jade and Christian, a.k.a. The Dude.
What's happening?
Fellas,
Hey.
what's going on?
All right.
So my whole script for this episode all went down the drain. My whole point of wanting to record today was to talk about Indiana Jones, which we're going to go see later today. But the idea was to record after the fact. But then my wife scored some tickets to a comedy show tonight, so we're recording beforehand. So haven't seen it yet. But have you guys haven't seen it yet, have you? It came out on Thursday.
No.
Is it good in good reviews at least? How's it tracking?
That I don't know. That'd be a question for TM Benny.
Yeah.
But he is not here this morning. So anyways, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, because that was my whole idea for this episode, was that goddamn movie, and
All right.
now here we are. So one thing I did start doing that I guess I can talk about to start this one off. I started keto about a month ago.
Oh, okay.
What's that, dude?
And the diet. keto diet.
As we can see, it's working very well.
I mean,
You look the same the last time I saw you.
it's melting off of me,
I
bro.
can see it's kicking ass, man.
It's melting off of me. Doesn't my face look thin?
Your glasses and your hat look smaller.
Yeah.
My hat's fitting loose. Yeah, my hat's fitting loose.
His hat looks skinny.
Yeah, when we got here, I was like, fuck, what happened to Brian, dude?
Yeah, we
Slimmed
barely
down.
see the guy.
Same here. Can you tell me?
Yeah, I'll try not to stand sideways so you guys can see me. No, I went in April for my annual physical,
Oh,
Okay.
right on.
and from the blood work that I got back, my glucose was 147, which is 3 points below pre-diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing to be worried about yet, but still like elevated. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be diabetic.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, and so first I tried just doing like salads and shit.
Yeah.
And that wasn't working. I actually gained some weight.
What kind of salads you eating, dude?
They're just regular like chicken salads.
But you're
bro.
putting dressing and all the whole fixins and all that.
Yeah, and
That
so
can't be no regular
of dressing,
salad,
yeah,
man.
a lot
You
of
got
dr-
bacon bits or
Yeah.
something
What it was-
else.
A lot of dressing does kind of hide sugar in it. I learned that.
what it was, it was the other snacks I was eating, like the beef jerky and pretzels and stuff. I thought I was
Lots
eating
of sugar.
Yeah, I was snacking
carbs.
on these things thinking that they were better for me than chips and shit like that, which they are kind of in a way. But yeah, there was like a lot of hidden sugar going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the mechanics at my work, he does keto. He does what's that, the UFC shit, fucking what do they call that shit? Jiu-jitsu?
Oh, okay.
And so he does jiu-jitsu, and whenever he has to make weight, he goes hardcore fucking keto for like a month, and he cuts a lot of weight off of him. And he's like, yeah, you should try it. You should give it a try. It's kind of hard to stick to. You wouldn't think so because you're allowed to eat meat and stuff like that, but you don't realize how much food that you eat on the daily has a lot of carbs in it, which he was right. And so I found a free app that tracks your carbs and stuff like that, and I downloaded it. And yeah, fucking A, dude, it's hard to find shit that you can eat on keto. Amazingly, like there's carbs in everything.
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy. And they hold you to like 30 carbs a day. And
What does that look like? A handful of chips, potatoes?
Yeah, like,
some
so-
salad? What
so-
does it look like?
to give you some perspective, I give myself one cheat day a week, right? And last night we were kind of being lazy about dinner because it was hot outside. I didn't want to barbecue, and we didn't know what we were going to do, so we just picked up pizza. So to put it in perspective for you, 3 slices of Little Caesars pepperoni pizza is 120 grams of carbs. I'm only allowed to have 30 for the whole day.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that just, and a lot of it's like hidden in sauces and stuff like that. But there's stuff that you wouldn't even think about. Like I can't eat potatoes. I can't eat corn. I can't eat rice. I
Yeah,
can't eat
rice.
like a lot of fruits like strawberries and grapes and shit like that. It all has high carbs. You can't eat that shit. So I've been doing a pretty good job. And I went from 350 when I started to I'm at 335 now.
Okay.
And in a little over a month. But what's crazy is, so I'm a big user of antacids. I have really bad like acid reflux and stuff like that, and heartburn issues. Ever since I started keto, I haven't had to use any. And I haven't cut back on the spicy food. I still put hot sauce on shit. This whole time I was blaming it on my love for spicy food. I think it's fried stuff because I haven't been eating anything fried.
Fried does trigger that as well, and caffeine.
Yeah. So I think, I didn't cut back on the caffeine either.
Intake? Yeah.
If anything, I made my coffee stronger because I stopped cutting it with stuff. I've been drinking just coffee with half and half.
Yeah.
Because that's the best thing to do when you're on keto.
Half and half.
And yeah, dude, I haven't had to chew any Tums. I haven't had to take any antacids. Nothing. Like, it's crazy. It was a weird thing I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, fried does trigger that, I heard.
And I mean, it's kind of working.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried because I had not bad cholesterol, but elevated.
Yeah, that's the flip side with keto.
Yeah, and so I don't know what that's. I'm on medication for my cholesterol, so I'm not that worried about it. But I don't know what that number looks like until I take another blood test. Like,
How often will you be taking your next blood test?
I do it once a year.
Okay, so you'll see if you stay the course.
Yeah.
If it's elevated, because that was one thing I noticed when I did the Lindora dieting before my surgery. Was they were monitoring a keto diet, is what that was.
Yeah.
And I see why, because of the high elevated animal fat you're taking in as cholesterol. They were always checking your blood levels for that reason, because it can be dangerous. It has its dark side that they don't talk about much, and I've heard about it and read about it.
Not just cholesterol, but your kidneys.
And your body takes a beating for the overload of meat you're taking in. And that's why I've learning Glendora, to fasting, to intermittent fasting, to carb counting, or I kind of just level across the board a little of everything.
Yeah.
Where I think it seems to have worked. The fasting is the biggest noticeable difference in my health is when I did that. It's like everything went the fuck away. Blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. I was off all medication. I still am, but they just say, you could take this Simvastatin, it won't kill you. And the blood pressure pill, it's the lowest milligram. It's like, I take it at night to help me go to sleep. But I'm off everything still, even though I'm like kind of at a plateau with my weight loss and my... I'm still healthy, believe it or not, thanks to that fasting.
Yeah.
Keep that going. I know you were toying with that, you were saying.
Yeah, I need to go back to that. So when I changed what I was eating, I kind of stopped with the fasting because... I don't know. It's hard because one thing that the app is screaming at me all the time is I'm not eating enough calories, but I'm getting full.
Yeah.
And so it's weird because like for lunch I'll have like roasted Brussels sprouts and some chicken, right?
Yeah.
And it only ends up being like 400 calories, and the app is screaming at me like I'm supposed to be eating like 800 calories at lunchtime, and I'm only eating half of that, but I'm full. So I'm like, what the fuck else do you want me to do? Like snack on broccoli for an hour?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do. And so I
is there
need
a list of stuff you're supposed to eat that you can eat?
You can scan like barcodes and you can look up food in the app and it tells you like what kind of carb content it has. And they like you to stay below like 9 grams of net carbs. So if you reach for something and you want to snack on it and you scan it and it's got like 11 grams net, they don't want you to eat it. It's like you should limit that shit.
What would that be though? Like, is there a list that they're telling you what to eat? Like,
there's recommendations, but it's mostly you have to do your own research unless you want to pay. Like there's plenty of paid apps out there that will lay it all out for you.
Oh, really? That's how they withhold it for pay?
Yeah, but
we'll give you more info if you pay. Oh,
exactly.
Good Lord.
The free ones help you track, and you can look things up, but you have to, it's DIY with the free stuff. Right. If you want a complete, like, mindless experience, like, just tell me what to do, doc, you have to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like paying for diets.
Right.
It bothers me. It's like paying for a dating app. It's like these people are capitalizing off of our needs.
Just fucking tell us.
Yeah.
Putting sugar in everything.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Yeah, and the other flip side to this, and I'm fucking toying with right now, it's driving me nuts, is the beer intake, dude. I can't fucking stop drinking beer, man. It's killing me. I'm just like, I'm done. I gotta stop this. I know this isn't good. Like, what does it say with beer on that? I know it's not bad. I still haven't figured out the ratio of how bad is it? Is it worse than a soda? Better than tea? It depends. Where is it at, dude? With diet, I don't know.
It depends on the type, and so I noticed that the wheat beers that I have, they're not great. Like as far as carb wise.
Yeah.
But again, if you limit it, Like, it's
So
fine.
Like
And
lager.
yeah, and like as I get older, I've been cutting back on my drinking anyway, and so I usually only drink on the weekends, and I'll usually only have like 3 or 4 over the course of a weekend. 2 per sitting. So it's not that bad, but it seems to be like the ales, like 805 is the best way to go when you're trying to cut carbs. The wheat beers are really bad.
Oh, I know.
Which sucks because that's what I'm into now, since I can't do IPAs anymore. I've been drinking wheats because they have that extra flavor.
Yeah, I miss them too. I've just been lagers myself lately.
Yeah. So 805 is fine, or the rainbow beer that you brought over here.
Yeah, tranny fluid. Yeah, my
Tranny
neighbor just been giving me tons of that, dude.
Fucking tranny fluid. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've loved it to the point where I got so much of it. It's like I don't even care if it's a stereotype now, but I've learned to just drench lemon in it. Yeah. Lemon and Bud Light, dude, it works. Like how lime is to Corona.
Yeah.
I like lemon in when my Bud Lights, and oh man, it's delicious. So it's like, whatever. I'm not wearing old baby doll's panties and high heels yet, so I'm good.
I talk a lot of shit about Bud Light. That's I used to drink that before I was woke.
I remember, you were a Bud Light fan too. That's why I brought the tranny fluid over for the car.
Tranny fluid. My friend introduced me to Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
And that's what ruined me for beer. That started me down the path of the craft beer scene, and 805 too. 805 ruined everything for me. But I used to drink Bud Light exclusively, right? I talked a lot of shit about it now, but I mean, this doesn't taste bad. It's not terrible beer.
I prefer it over other light beers.
It's fine. But I like to joke around like it's good marinade, and I'm not kidding. Yeah. Like if you
don't drink beer because it tastes like shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of whiskey and whiskey over
that's
here.
That's why I'm standing, kind of just listening. To this
I know you ain't down with the beer.
About beer.
I know.
That's not an unpopular opinion. There's a lot of people that think beer tastes like armpit.
Tried that shit in '85. Tried it around '92, and
it still doesn't
tastes
work
like
for
shit.
you.
I was like, no,
it's
I'm
definitely
done,
an
dude.
acquired taste.
Yeah.
Like that's how for me I was the same way until I started hanging out with this gal that was pounding it. So I just joined her, and it took a couple of months for me to finally just like, okay, I'm kind of enjoying the flavor. I get it.
Yeah.
And then that was it, man. It's opened the floodgate, and now it's just
When I drank Bud Light back in those days, my late teens, early 20s, and plus, I mean, back then too, late teens, especially before I was old enough to drink, I used to drink malt liquor. That's what my friends drank, right? And so,
better.
OE and fucking Steel Reserve and all that fucking bullshit.
Mickey's,
That's
high school
beer.
beer.
Rap videos,
Yeah, exactly.
And
everybody wants to be like Tupac, dude.
Yeah.
And everybody in my neighborhood anyway. And back then, I strictly, you drink to get drunk. That's your end game there when you drink, is to get that head change. As I got older, like late 20s, that's when I started discovering stuff that tastes better and things you want to drink for the taste, like IPAs, like wheats, like sours, stuff that has flavor, that actually tastes good. Doesn't
blonde ales.
Yeah, stuff like that. And so it is definitely an acquired taste. It's like spinach. Not everybody's gonna like that shit, especially IPAs. And IPAs do like. Especially the stronger ones, like the double IPAs, they do have that armpity, like aftertaste and the smell.
I don't get it how these people love that garbage.
Yeah, I used to be one of those people.
Yeah,
but the wheats and the sours, those actually have like you can taste what they were brewed with, right? Like they say, like I just got one from Lazy Dog that you'll like. I should get more of it for you. It's a blood orange wheat.
Oh, really? They got a wheat now? Because I'm waiting for that.
And they have it right now. If you go to Lazy Dog, you can grab it, and it tastes like blood orange. Like, of course, it's got the beer taste, but it's got the aftertaste of the blood orange, and it tastes good.
Yeah, or it doesn't taste like they poured syrup in it.
Right.
Like when you get a Sam Adams cherry wheat, it sounds like you're drinking cough syrup and beer. Yeah. It's like, you added this. It ain't real.
Yeah. Sam Adams, they need to just stick with what they know.
Right. Yeah. I've struggled with them.
I got their seasonal variety pack once.
Yeah.
OG Sam Adams is good.
Right.
All these other variants that they try to... Their Oktoberfest was decent. But all these other variants that they try to come out with, they taste like ass, dude. They need to stop this shit. Like, just stick with what you're good at.
From Boston.
From...
I love that fucking commercial.
From Boston.
Your cousin from Boston.
Yeah.
I kept saying that the whole time I was at the brewery. Everybody's like looking at me like, shut up already, dude.
Oh, really?
Every time I get a beer from Boston.
Fucking Wally Burger.
Exactly. That was cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun being there.
Yeah, I wish they would stick to what they're good at, because their regular beer is tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, so what else has been going on? Oh,
I see you got the submarine controller there out
yeah,
on the table.
I was just gonna bring that up. That submarine, dude. How you guys feel about them rich folks?
They just can't stop beating the drum on that. I didn't see the whole big reel behind it, but I started seeing those memes and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
It was meme fuel, but the storyline from that I actually latched onto and got invested in was that finance tycoon from Vegas who was supposed to be on that sub, right?
Oh,
So
he missed that day, huh?
Well, no. So I'll explain the story. I learned a new word too, by the way. Titaniac. Titaniac is a person who's obsessed with the Titanic, the story, the sinking. I didn't know that
there's people like that for reals.
I knew that there were people that were interested in this topic, but I didn't know there was a group of people that referred to themselves as Titaniacs. That was weird and a new thing I learned.
Yeah.
So this dude, he's in Vegas. He's a finance guy, billionaire, or maybe just millionaire. I don't remember. But his son is a Titaniac. And so this dude contacts the CEO of OceanGate and is like, hey, I want 2 seats on your sub. And he was, surprising his son with this. Well, he told his son about it, and his son, I guess, is no dummy. And he went and he researched the submarine, and he told his dad, like, hey, man, nah.
No, like, he even knew.
Yeah, like, nah, we're not doing this. I don't want to go. And that was, like, amazing. Like, why didn't these people look? And so I'm like, okay, oh, really? So I started looking into it myself. And you don't have to dig very deep to realize that motherfucker was doomed from the start. Like, the design of the sub is wrong. The materials they use for it is wrong. Never mind the game controller. Like, that has its own inherent issues, right? But just the design of the thing. Like, most of the vessels they make to go that deep when you're dealing with that kind of pressure, they're spheres. Because spheres are very strong. They're small spheres that hold, 2, maybe 3 people. They're not long cylinders designed to hold 5 people. So there's your first problem. Cylinder is a lot weaker than
I always wondered
sphere.
why they were always circular.
Yeah, and it's when you're
that went that deep.
Yeah, when you're dealing with those kind of pressures. And the other issue was the materials. So I think the pressure vessel was titanium, I believe, or aluminum, or some type of strong material that was good for the job. But then the outer pieces of the vessel were carbon fiber, I believe. And so carbon fiber and aluminum or titanium together makes a great, like, race car, makes a great vehicle, but not submersible, not something that you want to be watertight. These things have different tolerances. They have different flexes. You're not going to create a good seal with these 2 materials combined. Underwater. Yeah. And so they were saying that his first, because I think he went down to the Titanic twice and made it back up in this sub, right?
Oh, okay.
And they were saying, like, before they were taking this most recent trip, it was failing. And they were seeing problems, and they were telling him to get it repaired, and he just told everybody to fuck off. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, it's fine. Yeah. And ignored all that shit. So when you read into it, and you look at the design, and that kid, was onto something, and he was no dummy, and he told his dad, like, nah. And so his dad, like, did a whole song and dance to get out of it. And the CEO, like, even cut the price of his seat from $250 to $150K. For the 2 seats.
Wow.
And he still was like, no, we're not doing it. He kept coming up with excuses like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And it ended up, those 2 seats ended up going to that Indian father and his son that died. But yeah, that was the storyline that got me hooked into it. Like, never mind the memes. It was meme fuel, man. Like, they were going to town with that shit. But that storyline, like, got me roped in. Yeah. And I kept thinking about that poor Indian dude, that the kid. He told his dad, I don't want to go. He was scared.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he ended up doing it because it was a Father's Day gift, right? And his dad wanted to go.
Yeah.
I guess his dad was a thrill seeker, and he wanted to do it. And I can only imagine, like, hopefully the thing just imploded with no signs of distress, and they didn't know what was going to happen, right? Because when you're talking about implosion at that depth with that kind of pressure, it takes like less than a millisecond for them to die, and it takes a little over a millisecond for the brain to register. So hopefully it was like just lights out. Like they had no idea that anything was happening, and because imagine that kid, right, after telling his dad he didn't want to go, and then being stuck in that predicament, like
just about to turn around and say, "I fucking told you."
Yeah, yeah. Like, you know, he's set to inherit, you know, billions of dollars. And
how many people was the total? I didn't do any research. It was a
5-person sub. The CEO went down with the company.
Yeah,
not with the company. The CEO of the company went down in the sub, and then 4 other passengers.
Okay, so 5.
Yeah, and the game controller thing, that's a whole other thing. Like, yes, they use game controllers. People are bringing this up. Yes, they use game controllers to fly drones in the military. Yes, they do. But them shits ain't Bluetooth. Right? They're operating on radio signals that are way stronger. This dude was operating this thing with a Bluetooth pad. So let's examine that for a moment. You're going down to look at the wreck of the Titanic, right? The goal of this is to go over it and inside of it and around it. Anybody who's ever used a Bluetooth controller knows what happens when that shit just loses connectivity, because it happens.
Yeah,
it's a imperfect technology. Everybody's had that moment where they're playing Madden, and all of a sudden you get the message on screen saying player 1 has left the game, and your player's just standing there while everything's happening, right? And so connection. Imagine like you're heading into the wreck of the Titanic, and you lose connectivity even briefly. You know, that shit will carry into the wreck, and then you get stuck or damaged. Or
that risk was always there.
That risk was always there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that was a completely different thing when people made a field day out of that too. Did you see that?
How long were they supposed to be down there for?
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour tour. I think they had a total of 96 hours of oxygen, but I think they were only supposed to be down there for like 5 hours or something like that. But it had like, what does that math equate to? Like 3 days? I think it had 3 days of oxygen, if needed.
And no bodies recovered.
No, at that depth with that kind of implosion, like that kind of pressure, there's not going to be anything.
Everybody disintegrates practically.
Yeah, they might find skeleton, a little, you know, here and there, but salt water at that depth too, like your bones disintegrate. So that's why, if you ever look at the wreck of the Titanic, where you see shoes laying around at the bottom, that was a body at one point. The bones have just disintegrated in the salt water.
Yeah.
And you know it happens quick, but I don't think they'll find any remains now. They were you know, like instantaneous, like a toothpaste tube.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's disturbing to think about. But did you see that tweet by Logitech?
The shit rich people do.
Yeah, right. Like the memes were flying, right? And Logitech, I don't know if this was officially like a Logitech employee or somebody who hacked their account or made a clone of their account. Somebody posted a pic of that controller with the specs, and it says on the bottom for game console use only.
Oh man!
Like, stop trying to maneuver submarines with this bullshit.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Was it a big company? Like a lot of people work for this guy or something?
Yeah, it was a big company. They had several different submersibles, and this was the one that was designed to go deep. Like they had others that weren't designed to go that deep. And the other thing is, like, I wonder if they're going to get a lawsuit out of this. So the people that went down there had to sign a waiver saying that they could die.
Yeah.
Right? But then after the accident, all this stuff that's coming out about the corners that were cut with this vessel and the problems that it had inherently, like, you can void that contract with negligence. It's like, you know, the thing was never safe to begin with. And it's also raising a bunch of questions about who's regulating this shit. Like, you can't just go in your backyard and fashion an airplane and take it to an airport and fly the shit, right?
Yeah.
The FAA is going to be like, no, bitch. Like, you can't do that shit. You got to get it certified.
Yeah.
So why are these fucking billionaire wackos going to a warehouse and fashioning these subs together and going down to the fucking Titanic?
Right.
It's not like they're trying to like cruise around a reef or something off the
there's
coast.
nobody stopping the ocean.
Yeah. If it wasn't that deep, it would be like, well, whatever, but going down to the Titanic, dude, that's fucking nuts.
Where is that exactly at? It's off our coast? I thought it was up by Greenland or something.
Yeah, it's off the coast of Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it's up that way.
Yeah.
It's up that way. But it's in a really, really deep part of the Atlantic, dude.
Yeah.
And so...
I figure it's not in a shallow spot.
No, it's hard to get to, and... I don't know, it's crazy. Yeah, but Rich...
They should have just left that shit alone. Okay, they found it. Cool.
Yeah.
We know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just send remote drones down there to video. That's it.
That's the argument that a lot of YouTubers that I watch are saying. They're like, stop going down there. Like, what's the point? For what? Like, every once in a while you send somebody down there to do like...
ship, dude. That's it, It's like, okay.
Do for like scientific research every once in a while, fine. But these like... You want to go down there as a tourist attraction? For what? It's like... It's weird.
There's got to be other sunken ships somewhere else around this world you could go to that aren't as far down.
Yeah, there's
battleships and shit like that.
There's plenty of ships out there that they sank on purpose to make artificial reefs, so you can go check out, dude. Like, sorry, reefs. I said reef.
The reefs.
No, reef, not wreath, not like Christmas.
Yeah.
Reef, like for fish. But yeah, dude, rich people. Some people have this. They have too much money. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to do with themselves. You got two of the richest assholes on the planet trying to go to Mars, and you got these other low-lying billionaires that are trying to go down to the Titanic. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, find something else to do. Get a hooker or something.
Going up, going down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck that. There's like too much cool shit to do.
Yeah.
Here already, like.
Get a hobby that doesn't involve death. Or even if you're into that sort of thing, like go walk around a cemetery or something.
Yeah. I mean, they have so many things. People for money could drive fucking race cars, track day, motorcycles, all this kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's like a good thrill seeker thing too. Is driving a race car. Like there's a lot of things that play there, like physics,
race car, sports car, something.
Yeah. I mean, and it doesn't take much. I mean, look what happened to Paul Walker. You just let one get away from you that wasn't maintained very well, and it'll kill you. Kill you in a hurry.
I know, ironic there.
Yeah.
Poor dude.
But he wasn't driving though, huh?
He was a passenger, wasn't he?
He was a passenger, yeah.
Someone was trying to impress him.
Yeah. Well, have you heard the backstory about that?
No, what's his
I know that's pretty old news, but the car wasn't very well maintained. And something like a wear item was in need of replacement, and that kind of attributed to the crash and subsequent fire. And because I mean these were like rare exotic cars that probably lived most of their life parked in a garage.
Yeah, should have stayed there.
Yeah, leaving something like a car parked with no maintenance for a long time is a really bad thing. You got to stay on top of it if you're not going to drive it. But yeah, that was like the underlying condition. But yeah, that was crazy, dude.
That movie, isn't there a new Fast and Furious movie out too?
Yeah,
right?
There's another one.
I got away from that shit.
Yeah, I'm just kind of over that. When they were in outer space, whatever that one was, I just lost interest.
Space. Yeah,
like,
I think I saw the first 3. That was it. But really, outer space?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a stupid scene where Ludacris and that one dude are in outer space waiting.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god.
My favorite are the original one and Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
the other one
when did Tokyo, was that like the third
Tokyo
one?
Drift was the unofficial third one.
Okay, so that's one that was probably the last one I saw then.
Yeah. The second one is okay. It's a little bit Florida for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not bad. The first one though, at least like some of the acting was cheesy. It had a small budget, and a lot of the stuff that they did was like unheard of, like driving a car under a semi truck. Like it was done so cheesily that you could tell that the semi truck was raised. If you the keen eye could spot that shit. But at least it had a okay-ish storyline, right? People hijacking trucks. A dude goes undercover to try to catch him. It ends up, making buddies with the head guy and getting into the life, and he flips on the cops. That's at least a watchable story. Like, it's an enjoyable movie. All of the other ones, like, they get like crazy, dude. Like, these fools are in the government now. They're special agents. They're fucking flying cars into space.
It's getting too John Wicky for me.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
And it's a little bit much. The last one of like the modern ones that I watched that was actually okay. I forget which one it was. I think it was the 5th one, Fast 5. It's when they bring what's her name back. They thought that she was dead, Letty, Dom's girlfriend.
Okay.
They thought that she was dead, but she really wasn't. They bring that character back. I forget which one that is. I think it's 5. That one was actually okay too, but it's still kind of
I think I saw pieces of that one. That one sounds familiar.
That's the one where he has to infiltrate the Mexican cartel that's smuggling the drugs in, because that's the dude that killed Letty, or supposedly killed Letty, but she wasn't really dead. Was in that cartel, so he had to like infiltrate them and become an employee, a drug mule, so that he can get close to that dude. And that one was okay, but it was still like, it was starting to get to that point where it's like, come on, dude. It's getting a little ridiculous. And I like The Rock too. He's funny. He's a funny dude.
Oh yeah, he's one of the characters in there now.
But I can't. Jason Statham too. I like Jason
Statham. Yeah. They're all these characters are in it now.
Yeah, I actually like the spinoff. Jason Statham and The Rock, that movie that they did as a spinoff.
Hobbs and Hobbs or something like that.
Shaw and Hobbs. Hobbs and Shaw. I said it backwards. I actually like that spinoff more than the Fast and Furious movies. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was entertaining, but yeah, I don't know. It's not about the cars anymore. Early on, like the first 3 or 4, it was about the cars. It's not about the cars anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's just about like how many explosions can we have?
Yeah.
And what outrageous thing can we do? Like sending a fucking car into space.
And coming back, yeah.
And does he still have that? What is it? The Charger?
The Charger.
Yeah, that car's always makes its every episode. I think is always that car.
That was
keeps getting rebuilt.
Yeah, it wins everything at the end. Always miraculously.
Always. Yeah. That was my favorite part of the original one, and the second one for that matter, because like I like imports, fair enough. Like especially like Subarus and stuff like that. They're fun cars, but I've always been an American muscle car person at heart.
Yeah.
And when you watch that movie, it's all centered around these racers, right? But at the end, here comes this,
beast, man.
Big badass Detroit motherfucker coming out popping wheelies and shit. And then in part 2, where he admits that they're not going to beat when they race the Camaro and the Charger. In that scene, he admits right then, he's like, we're not going to beat these guys straight up. We have to fuck around and cheat, right? Like, exactly. What is that that Fonzie looking fool call them? Cracker Jack toys. So that appealed to me, is because it was like, yeah, imports are fun, but American muscle, man.
Those cars, that's a pretty cool car.
Yeah,
I mean they're worth a lot of money, so
yeah. And
especially because of that movie now.
Yeah. And I'll give props where props is due. The only car I've ever driven that almost got away from me was a WRX that I wasn't aware of its power number. So I have a friend that lives in Whittier, and he has a 67 Camaro, and his buddy wanted to borrow it for I don't know if it was a date or something. He basically car swapped. He's like, hey, let me borrow your Camaro, and I'll leave it was a STI, WRX STI. I'll leave you my STI. You can drive it if you need to. And he's like, all right, cool. And then I was going over there just to have some beer in their garage, and he's like, oh, check this out. We're checking out at this point I'd never really looked into Subaru all that much. I was aware of the WRX just from racing, but as far as like a street legal one went, I was never really looked into it at that point. And he's like, yeah, this thing, has crazy horsepower. It's got this huge turbo on it, this and that. He's like, you want to take it around the block? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. And so, I cruise it down his street a little bit. This is the first time I've ever driven a turbo car. I'm not aware of turbo lag. And I'm not aware of when the torque comes on, what happens in a turbo car.
Yeah.
So I'm cruising it down the street. It feels like a regular four-banger to me.
Yeah.
Turn the corner, and I get on it, right? And as soon as that turbo spools up, it like fucking threw me back in the seat, and my hands came off the wheel for a moment. And I almost lost that shit, dude. Like, it did, it got squirrely on me. If it was any other thing besides a Subaru, I probably would have lost it. Because those things are really hard to drift and get out of control because of the all-wheel drive system they got on them. Mm-hmm. So they're very controllable cars. Yeah. If it was any other kind of car, I probably would have lost control of that shit and crashed it. That was crazy. My first experience with a turbo.
Isn't that the kind of car that Seed had or whatever? That blue car that he had?
I think so.
Most WRXs, like, they have that famous, it's called World Rally Blue.
Yeah, it was like a blue
and yellow.
one.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of the WRX heads call it Arrest Me Blue because the cops like are aware of that car, and most of them are that color, so they see it and they treat them differently when they see them on the road.
Now they don't care about any car.
No, anything can be a sleeper.
Of presence out there now.
Yeah. Anything can be a sleeper. Like, you look at my F-150, you would never know it's got twin turbo, 330 horsepower. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Like, anything can be a sleeper now.
Farm truck.
Yeah.
Like that one show.
Farm truck.
I like that show.
So I don't know, it's crazy. How did we get on that topic? What were we talking about? Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited about Indy. You guys fans of that franchise? Or are you just going just for the go?
I kind of was in the beginning, the very first two. And then I can't remember what happened after the third one. And then I know there was a one with that one actress chick and an alien head. I don't know.
Yeah.
They kind of just lost steam for me.
I just remember the first one, when I was a kid. But other than that,
That's the best one,
nothing
arguably.
like that hooked me where I was like, oh, it wasn't like Star Wars, you know what I mean? It was just cool.
How many
I had friends that were into it big time,
How many have there been after
4.
the first two? Okay, there's 4.
There's 4 total.
Because I know I've seen them all. I just don't remember the last 2 then.
So my favorite is the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then the third one is my second favorite, which is The Last Crusade. That's the one with Sean Connery. Sean Connery plays Indiana Jones' dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that one.
And they search for the Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm. And then the Temple of Doom one.
The Temple of Doom one was okay. I don't like the female role in that movie. She it was supposed to be like some frou-frou Hollywood actress, which she played the part well. But I don't like those type of people. So I don't know. I never... That female character in that show annoyed me. It was hard for me to get into that movie.
Yeah.
I like the female role in the first one, Marion.
Yeah.
Is this the one where he's got like a daughter or something like that?
So that was
the last one or something.
That was the Crystal Skull. That was the fourth one. He had his son. It was Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's the one.
That movie was okay. I can see why people didn't like it. I thought it was fine. It's a good movie. The alien angle that they play is a little weird. But their grand idea for that whole thing kind of fell apart. They wanted Shia LaBeouf to take the reins and continue making movies as Indiana Jones's son, right? Because they've already said like they're not going to reboot the franchise. There's not going to be another Indiana Jones. Like Harrison Ford, that character dies with him. They won't redo it. Which hopefully they stick to that. Fingers crossed. Because my childhood's already been fucked up enough. Like all these reboots. But their idea was, so Indy has a son, he's into the same shit. Hey, new franchise with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
But then Shia LaBeouf went fucking batshit crazy, and that all fell apart.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody, like, for a while there, nobody would touch that fool with a 10-foot pole, like, because he went crazy. He went off the res. But for that one, like, in the early ones, the first 3, the first one and the third one, they were based around like biblical lore, right? The first one was they're looking for the Ark of the Covenant, and the third one they're looking for the Holy Grail, and it was very like Christian lore, like very churchy, right? And back in the 80s, that was fine, because the majority of the people in the country back then were Christians, either Baptist or Catholic, you know. Now, when they came out with Crystal Skull, I think they did a different angle because it's not the case anymore. Like, where the country is way more diverse.
Oh, is that why?
This is just my theory.
Yeah.
The country is much more diverse. You know, Christians don't necessarily have the number anymore that they used to, you know. And so I think they tried to play at a different angle that everybody can get on board with. The ancient alien angle, you know, let's go that route.
Yeah.
It was a little weird. It wasn't unwatchable. Still an enjoyable movie. But it was a little weird. So that's where they last left off. I don't know if watching Crystal Skull is necessary to tie in with the one we're about to watch today. I don't know how that's going to...
Mm-hmm. Well, did you do any research? What is this one supposed to be about?
It's the Dial of Destiny. And from what I read, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. From what I read...
Spoil the shit out of it. I want to know what I'm walking into. I don't care.
No, I didn't...
Tell me the end. I'm one of those guys. I don't care.
I didn't read up a lot about the spoilers because I'm trying to like stay as neutral as possible. Okay. But from what I read, there's going to be a time travel element. Like we're going to see some CGI young Indy.
Okay.
Kind of like what they did with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, where they made a young Luke Skywalker.
Uh-huh.
Or like, the Ghost Tupac. No, I'm just kidding. But I think there's going to be a fair amount of time travel involved in this. The Nazis are back, thank God.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing about Dial of Destiny, and this is like a very minor thing, is he was fighting Russians in Dial of Destiny. I mean, in Crystal Skull. Sorry, he was fighting Russians in Crystal Skull. I'm like, nah, man. Indiana Jones fights fucking Nazis. That's who he fights.
Yeah.
Like that. I missed that element, and the Nazis are back.
So it goes right back to the 40s again. Is that what it's?
So apparently, this is another thing that I read, that trying to avoid spoilers, but apparently, this is a Nazi who escaped Nazi Germany. And he's putting together this, evil scheme or whatever, and I think he does time travel back to the 40s, and this is all like just stuff that I read online. And again, I was trying really hard to avoid any spoilers, so all of this could be total bullshit.
Oh my god!
But
who cares?
When you look at the logo for the movie and the title, I think there is going to be a fair amount of time travel in this one.
All right, so that's what it's going to be, a time travel thing.
Yeah, and I think Marion is back. She was in the first one, and she was in Crystal Skull, the love interest.
Yeah.
Female role. I think she's back for this one, and so is Sala, the Middle Eastern dude from the first and the third one.
Don't remember.
The dude that helps him escape all the...
What about the little Chinese dude?
Short Round?
Short Round.
No, he's not in that one.
He's all popular again now.
Yeah, you would have thought they would have put him in now.
I think they would have thrown him in the mix.
A cameo. Maybe there's a cameo.
Maybe.
Spoiler alert. Maybe there's a cameo.
Can't afford him now. And all of a sudden he's popular again.
He's a
won some awards, and they're like, oh, man.
He's a social media person now,
Yeah, it turns out he went to Alhambra High School, man. He's a local boy. SGV.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow.
Short Round.
Wow.
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I wonder, it's an afterthought now. Like, man, now he's, they never brought him back, and now he's popular again. They would, if they had probably were working on the movie, they would have thought, hey, we got to put him back in, man. Like, even if it's a small little part.
I don't remember. I think I read something about where they wanted to bring him back for the third one, and something happened, and it didn't work out.
Wow.
But there was supposed to be or maybe just a cameo appearance in the third one, and it didn't work out.
You would think something like that. Yeah. I'm sure if they do another one, dude, I'm sure they got to bring that dude, put him in the mix again, man.
I doubt they'll do another one with Harrison Ford, and that's why I'm curious to see.
Harrison's what, like 70s now? Yeah,
and I'm curious to see, like, are they going to leave anything at the end for somebody to pick it up and carry it on?
I'm sure they will,
because they, like I said, they attempted that already.
So what happened to the son? They just wrote him off?
I don't know how it's going to play out. So, because there hasn't been anything since then, but like Crystal Skull ends with like Shia LaBeouf picking up the hat and the whip, and so it's like, oh, any fan is going to look at that and go, yeah, they're going to continue on with him. But then, like I said, that whole situation fell apart like a cheap suit, and so I don't know how. Let's see how they end this one. Like, are they going to leave it where somebody can pick it up and run with it, or does the franchise end with Harrison Ford?
They're gonna leave it off in a woke situation.
In
a
woke,
gay black girl that's half Asian is gonna pick up the whip.
I hope it's not woke. I'm so tired of this woke shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of this woke shit. It's nonsense.
That's what I'm gonna be looking for, the woke scenarios.
Yeah. It's that woke stuff's pretty crazy, dude. I just last month somebody filed a complaint on me at work, and it's an anonymous complaint, and it was for the CPOE or whatever, and I guess it has to go to downtown LA and in front of some panel of lawyers, and they rate it. If it's an A rating, then LA County Sheriff's Department has to fucking investigate it.
Damn,
if it's
dude.
a B rating, then it's, there's some type of finding, but you can't lose your job, you can't fucking be suspended, blah blah blah. And if it's a C rating, basically it just goes away, and an N rating means doesn't even go in your file. So all of a sudden I get this email, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude, and everything, and they're just like, so I call my union rep. I'm like, dude, 23 years, I've never been busted, never been fucking pulled aside, never been written up, nothing. So I was just like sitting there going like, fuck, I'm done with this place, man, because I'm not going to fucking, have my pension or some shit, be at risk. And then I got my rating back. I got a rating. They said it's a C rating.
Yeah.
And stuff. That's what whoever called in a complaint on me, because it's done anonymously. They can't tell you what it's about. They can't tell you who called on you because of retaliation. It's a county clause.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so anybody could call the fucking hotline and drop a dime on you and just say, oh, like Christian looked at me the wrong way.
Something up.
Yeah.
He fucking scoped me out up and down or something. He looked at my ass or some shit. They're like, what, dude? Dude, I'm on my own business at work. I just go there, do my gig, go home.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, that's bullshit. So my union rep's all like, don't even worry about it, dude. He's like, it takes them like over a year to investigate that shit, before they even get back to you. Not with me. I must be pretty important, because 2 weeks later I get a rating, but my rating came back as a C. So it just says that it goes. The lawyers, I guess, say that there's nothing important enough or no violation or something. There might have been something that's borderline or something that I said. I don't know, but nothing for them to pursue legally, I guess, or something where they have to, call me in and say, okay, this person's, you're going to get 2 weeks off or some bullshit like that, no pay or something. So I was like, what? But it does go in my file that somebody put in a complaint. I was like, what the fuck, dude? So it goes in my file, but you can't tell me what it's about. You can't tell me who fucking put the complaint in. So why is it going in my file? They're like, oh, well, it's just showing that, that there was an official complaint somebody called in and everything. They're like, but the panel of lawyers that reviews it, that LA County hires, obviously just didn't think it didn't get a B rating or an A rating. They're like, dude, if it was an A rating, they would immediately move you somewhere else. And then it's like a full-blown investigation. So I was just like, dude, I don't put my hands on nobody. I don't fucking do anything. They're like, yeah, it could be anything. Like you raised your voice and somebody felt threatened. It could be you told a joke or something, and I'm just like, oh, dude, are you fucking serious? You can't say chick at work. You can't say broad. You just when you're just regular talking, like our age group, my generation, I guess those are just like common words. They're not put down words when you're talking about it. A chick, a lady, a woman, whatever. But they're like, yeah, well, everybody's woke now. What the fuck?
Fucking woke
now, dude.
I'm so sick of this shit.
I'm just like, oh, dude, whatever. So my union rep's just like, yeah, I told you, see, it's a C fucking rating. I'm like, I'm just more pissed that it goes in my fucking file. I'm like, dude, it goes in my file, but yeah, I don't know who said it or what they said I did. I'm like, well, that's Los Angeles County for you, dude. And that's doesn't matter. You could be a deputy sheriff, a fireman. You could work at the museum. It's across the board. There's a hotline that they could just call on you.
And my concern would be like, can I have multiple C ratings in my file? Because what if this happens again? Like, is it like a 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing?
Nothing. They said even a B rating. If you got a B rating, it doesn't qualify for being suspended or losing your job or anything like that. Just it's something, a B rating. I guess there is definitely more of a borderline crossing of CPOE, whatever the fuck. I looked it up, man. It's like like if it's you said something about somebody's gay rights, or you fucking said just, I'm like,
hate crimes.
Yeah, CPO. I'll look it up right now what the fuck it is, but I'm just like, nope, fucking don't recall doing any of that, so I'm just...
One thing I discovered working at a school district, if you work for the government in any capacity, it's really hard to get fired. It's not impossible, but very hard.
Oh, so it's the County of Los Angeles policy of equity.
God.
Is intended to preserve the dignity and professionalism of the workplace and protect the right of employees to be free from discrimination, unlawful harassment, retaliation, inappropriate conduct toward others based on protected status. So I was like...
Did you wear a Bud Light shirt to work or something?
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, yeah, Mr. Zog sex wax or some shit. Yeah. Fuck. What does that mean? Yeah, it's fucking surfboard wax, dude. Whatever.
If I were in your situation, I'd be mad that they didn't tell me what the complaint was.
It says they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, right away I looked it up and everything, and it tells you could Google it. Los Angeles County CPOE, and you'll see what it even shows you the picture and the bios of every lawyer that gets assigned it. Yeah. And then they look, and they're the ones who give it the rating. So I'm like, okay, it says meet the lawyers, and you're just like, you read all their, like, okay, this person's qualified because of had their own practice, fucking graduate of blah 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 blah. So I'm like, what the fuck are they saying I did, dude? And everything. But like my union rep just said, he goes, it could just be your tone of voice, man. Yeah. Somebody felt intimidated. What? Or somebody overheard you talking, something, or you could have been on your cell phone talking about something. And I'm like, oh man, dude. All right, whatever. He's like, but they told me it would be like a year before I even heard anything. Fuck no, I heard in 2 weeks. I was like, damn, this is a mean rush job. I was like, all right.
I wonder if it's because, well, I think it would have been less than a C though, but I wonder if it's because when they looked into it, they were like, oh, that's fucking dumb. And
yes, but I was like, why did I get a C? If it was like really stupid, if it's an N rated, then it's like nothing. It doesn't even go in your file. Like it just gets. Get this out of here. Yeah. But mine came in at a C, so I was like, well, so what does that mean? They're just like, it gets turned back to your your department, and then however, HR just says, okay, they just put it in your file, but they're not. He said, yeah, they're not gonna pull you in the office and say, okay, but they do that, then you call your union rep, and then that's when like you got to get if it's an A rating, then you got to call your union rep, you got to get a lawyer. They're coming after you for this, and he goes, and that would be like you literally like putting your hands on a chick, like grabbing her tits or fucking, something bad, like, or they caught you stealing something, just something, but it's all like, or you literally like, have a sticker that says fucking, fuck fags or something, like just something crazy, or like, gay pride bullshit. You say something and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, dude, this guy crossed the line big time. He's like, yeah, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking stupid, dude. Why the fuck would I do that anyways? It's like, I know people of everything. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Do your thing. That's cool. I don't trip on what you do behind your closed doors. Yeah. Like, so be it. I don't got an issue with that. So I wouldn't even be ripping on nobody for that and everything. It's just like,
I wonder.
It's not something I even care about. I don't waste my time on that kind of stuff.
Since it's like a hotline, I wonder if it's something like they saw something that you posted. Would it be something stupid like that? Like even like outside of work, can they complain about stuff that happens outside of work? Because that's like a no-fly zone in like for my union. Yeah. Like anything that happens off of school property is free game. Like you can't complain to my boss about.
Yeah.
Like if you
Dude,
you see me.
It literally could be like an ex-chick I fucked around with.
Right.
That's I mean, so there's even that. Like, that's my union rep. He would tell me, he's like, you ever fucked around with any broads here? And I was like, yeah, dude. Everything. I mean, like, my ex from 12 years ago, we lived together, 7 years, the whole deal. I still have to see her on the daily and everything, but we don't talk. It's, fuck, it's going to be 12 years now, dude, so I go about my day, I'm not, rarely do I have to be in the same room with her. I mean, I'll see her come off the elevator or some shit like that, and just... Sometimes I acknowledge her and just like, that's it, like I'll nod or something, but it's not like, hey, what's up, blah, 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 how you been?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about her sisters, her parents. Dude, they're all dead to me, dude. Yeah. Literally. Like, she's just a fucking broad that I spent some time with, 7 years. Cool.
Yeah.
But that's a done deal. It's a done deal, dude. I'm not going to do anything to fuck up my job, my career. So but he said, yeah, because it could have been her. You might have looked at her the wrong way, like, oh yeah, well yeah, she's fat now, dude. You know, so it's like, you know, but even then I wouldn't be like, oh damn, man, I was fucking, you know, that was. I remember the, you know, fucking, you know, those tits are there because I bought them and shit like that. I just sit there like, whatever, man. Everything. He goes, yeah, it could be any of that, dude. And I'm like, wow, whatever. All right, so that's been my fucking month, dude. But like last couple weeks ago, I was like, fuck, what the hell? This is crazy. 23 years, I've never done nothing, dude. You know, and just like, okay.
That whole setup is weird to me, dude. The hotline and all that shit.
Yeah, hotline.
God, like, and it's probably one of those things like you don't even think about it until it happens, and then after it happens, you're like, the fuck? Now you're thinking about it all the time. Like, who fucking called this shit? Like,
yeah, I remember somebody calling maybe 10 years ago, and it was about saying that I was speeding in a county vehicle. And I was like, what? So then I remember my supervisor at the time telling me, hey, yeah, somebody called the hotline anonymously and said you were speeding 210 freeway heading towards like Osborne exit. I'm like, over there by Hanson Dam? And what day was that? And everything he tells me, and I look it up. I'm like, dude, I wasn't even working that day. So I was like, so then boom, it just literally got, oh, well, that was it. You know, he's like, well, they call the line and then they write it down, then they send it to your supervisor. And I was like, well, if you look right here, the day they said I was driving fast on the 210, whatever, I was off. So I was like, well, that's fucking dumb. So I remember just like walking out, like, okay, so we done here? And he was just like, oh, yeah, I guess. And I was like, what's there to guess, dude? Write him back and tell him I wasn't working that day. I just showed you fucking I wasn't working that day. It shows it right here. Yeah. Sick personal time. So I was like, so the person got their day wrong, or I don't know. But yeah.
You should have like blew up like, oh, that's profiling. All Mexicans look the same, motherfucker. It was just some other fool. Like, it wasn't me.
I'm gonna call that hotline back on him.
Yeah. Well, that's why it says they don't let you know it's anonymously, because then you could go back and forth. You could call the hotline and make something up about them. So then it's just never ending. So that's why they keep it where you won't know. It's confidential. And I'm like, all right, man, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's so weird, dude. Like, I'm glad they don't have anything in place for that. Like, I kind of do the same thing that you do now lately, is, you know, lay low and just kind of do my thing.
That's it.
But
just do my time and go home.
We used to, like, you know, because IT people, we all seem to be like-minded usually, and so the camaraderie and like we joke around with each other. There's pranks, you know, and stuff like that. We have Nerf guns in our desk. Every once in a while we pull out Nerf guns, start fucking Nerf wars and shit. And, you know, we have fun like that. It's less so now than it used to be. But with the younger crowd that comes in, like the youngsters that we have, our new hires and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable joking around with these
people. Same, dude. We got a bunch of 20-some-year-olds, you know, you're just like, all right, you know. Some of them are you know, they'll greet you and some shine you on, you know, they're engineers and stuff, and it's like, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. I got 23 years, dude. Yeah. You're just starting. I'm gonna be long gone when you get to fucking 20, 15 years or whatever, you know. So I'm like, cool. When I started, we had happy hours, dude. Every fucking Thursday it was happy hours. And the chicks that were 10 years younger than me, 12 years younger than me, you know, it was like, what's up? We're doing happy hours. Dude, everybody was fucking around. Yeah. It was, people were married, some people weren't married. Chicks were cheating on their husbands or boyfriends left and right, and vice versa. And it was just what everybody did. Monday you go back to work and it was like nothing. You know, just be like, fuck yeah, I sucked on that chick's tits the other day, whatever. Right. And I just crack up now because some of them are like full on fucking moms and everything, and they act like I don't do this, or you know, they'll say hi or something, but they're not all the crazy flirty chicks anymore. You're just like, damn, what the fuck? What? Okay, yeah, you're a wife now. I forgot. You're being good.
They got married and ruined.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. And I crack up with shit like that. It's just they're like, dude, I remember you're a fucking freak, man. So
workplace shit.
Cool. Yeah. And they would be the ones coming to your cubicle and fucking. I remember a chick coming, no bra and fucking buttons open. And you're just like, oh, dude, she don't got a bra on. Crazy, you know. You're just like, and they would giggle like. Yeah. And tell you straight up, you like what you see, or you're just like, fuck, man, like, I don't want to get busted. But, yeah, Just shit like that, dude. And chicks taking off their wedding ring and be like, hey, you're married, man. I don't want to, I don't need to be, I don't want to get OJ'd, man. I don't want to be all fucking killed and shit.
I know homewrecker.
Chicks would take their ring off and be like, I'm not married now. And I'm just like, damn, this is crazy.
I ain't trying to get stabbed over some ass.
Yeah, see, and the photography, our offices were down in the basement. Yeah. So you literally could go in this one room that was a photo library of just negatives galore, dude. Fucking like 5-foot shelves of just, so you could literally hide between the shelves. Yeah. Nobody would fucking catch you, dude. There was no cameras down there and stuff. And it was just like, so, yeah. Plenty of times where people would come down and everything and be like, oh, yeah, I need to do some research or some shit, and everything. And okay, yeah, they'd come down. All of a sudden, I didn't come down to do research. Bam, you just be like, oh, shit. And just like, all right, yeah, and just like, oh, we developed our own photos, dude. We had a fucking, the dark room and shit. And so you could even go in there, even though that was like even more security because you would lock the door, dude. And I'm just like, yeah. It's just different now, dude. It's just different now that there's cameras everywhere in that building and shit, So I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not trying to fucking get jammed up on nothing. Yeah. Like, keep down to like fucking 19 months left, dude. And then I get my 25, and it's like either stick around or bail. Like, all right, it's been real. See ya.
I'm finna bail as soon as I can. I don't know if I would stick around.
Yeah, I just want to get my 25, dude.
Yeah.
To get my 100% medical, and then be like.
See, that's some shit I wish I was getting. We don't get that in my union.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't even offer it now. Like if you got hired tomorrow by LA County. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. And everything, and it's like, and I also, if I was married, my chick would fucking get 100% medical also, and they don't offer that no more and everything. Now you do your 25 years, you get like 80% of your medical, and your spouse not even included anymore. They took that away.
Even 80% is okay. That's. I mean,
I'm like at 80 some percent right now. So like if I bail tomorrow, it's gonna cost me like 60 some bucks to keep my 100% medical for the rest of my life and everything. So.
Yeah, once I retire for healthcare, I'm reliant on the government mostly, unless I want to go private party. But yeah, that's really good.
It's an old package, I guess. Like like I said, they don't offer it no more. Yeah. But they, that was, and it was crazy because when I got hired, all the old timers would say, "Dude, that's a fucking horrible package," because they were all getting 100% of their pay. Yeah. And I'm just like, damn, you get 100% of your pay? That's like, fuck, that's crazy. Yeah. And everything. When I got hired, hell no, that wasn't on the table. But the 100% medical was what. So that's why people were still trying to come on to the county back then and everything. If you're a deputy sheriff, you only got to do 20 years. Yeah. So so they have even a better fucking package.
That's the deal everything. That my late father-in-law has. My mother-in-law is now enjoying.
Was he an officer?
Sheriff, yeah.
Oh, okay. LA County Sheriff?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Where was he working out of?
I think he worked when he retired, he was working at LA Clear. LA Clear. They were, it was a narcotics division.
Okay.
But
When did he retire?
Oh, gosh. Before I met my wife. When my wife and I met, he had already been retired for a little bit. So... 13 years ago, probably. Okay. 13 or 14 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a really sad, unfortunate situation. Like,
he got injured, or
no? He had cancer.
Okay.
And so, like, after he retired, shortly after my wife and I got married, he passed away.
Oh wow.
So he didn't really get to enjoy. Everything that he worked for.
Yeah. Yeah. How many years did he do?
I don't remember. He was the sheriff for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I said, his my mother-in-law is still. Like, he set her up.
Fuck yeah, his pension, dude, rolls right into her. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, she's set, dude. Yeah. She's probably getting easy $10,000 a month. Yeah. Easy. Yeah. And like, no problem. Even more probably, dude.
It's nice the way that they were set up, because, like, nowadays, 60% is considered good. Like, 60% of your salary when you retire, that's considered, like, good. Like, most people don't get that.
Yep. Yep.
You're lucky if you get 40.
Yeah.
And... So, like, I think the goal for a lot of people is, like, half. Like, when I'm done working, can I please just have, like, half of my salary?
My buddy, we're going to my buddy's pad on Monday, and he's LA County Sheriff and everything, my goddaughter. And like I said, my ex-chick is a deputy sheriff and everything. So, yeah. So.
That's why once we retire, we're gonna bail. We're probably gonna go to the south or somewhere. We're not gonna stay in California because
be able to really stretch it out.
Yeah,
you should make an investment now, though. If that's your plan, man. Get something out there, well, not dirt cheap, but way cheaper than if you decide to do it 5 years from now.
Yeah,
10 years from now.
I have some thoughts. We've been talking it over. Like, we want to go start visiting these places. It's fun to talk about it, but you don't know what it's like until you go there.
Exactly. Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
Like, I have a good friend. Well, you know Hank, my buddy Hank. He's from Savannah, Georgia, and he's thinking about, like, we joke around about, like, yeah, we're gonna retire and be neighbors, and so we could sit on our porch and hurl racist slangs at fucking the neighborhood kids and shit. But
you damn kids.
Like, I would love to live in that area, right? But I've never been to Savannah. You know, I could go there for a week on vacation and fucking hate the place. You know, it's fun to look at pictures and think about it and talk about it.
Yeah, it's like everybody going to Texas and all this shit, and all of a sudden you hear about their weather, and you're like, nah, dude, I'm good, man.
Yeah. It was like when I went to New Orleans, right? Mm-hmm. You hear things, but you don't know until you go. And the first time I went, it was in the summertime. Holy fuck, would I never move there. Because you could cut the air with a knife, dude. It was so thick and humid, and forget taking a shower. There's no point.
Yeah, you're just sweating.
Yeah, like you're wet all day. Just plan on being wet all day. It's fucking nasty. But when I went back in April, it was beautiful. It was not like that. When I went with Sherry and Leanne and Ben, when we went in April, it was nice. It wasn't humid at all. So, you know, you have to go and visit these places different times of the year so you get an idea of what it's like. You might fucking hate it.
Yeah, like this guy went and visited Missouri in the winter. He fell in love with the place.
Fuck no, it's horrible, dude.
Missouri in the winter.
Fuck.
There's a line. Like,
horrible, man.
You can look at, like, I don't.
So cold.
I don't mind cold weather, me personally, but because of my wife, like, there's an invisible line that we drew on the map that we will not go north of.
Yeah, your Mason-Dixon line. Huh?
Yeah, because it's like it will become intolerable for her because she, you know, cold weather. It can be. I mean, we live in Southern California, man. It could dip below the 60s.
Yeah.
And she's fucking dying.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like freezing, dude.
Yeah, and I'm telling her, I'm like, it ain't even cold enough to snow. Like, you're dying over here. It's like fucking 59 degrees. She's dying. Breaking out extra blankets and shit. I'm like, oh, man, what would you do? Like, when I was in college in New Mexico, the first time I ever missed class was I walked out. It had snowed the night before. And I walked out to go to class, and I took a step out onto the patio, and there was ice. And I slipped, and I fell down. And I got up, and I dusted myself off. I grabbed my shit, and I went back in the house. And I sent the instructor an email. I'm like, I ain't coming. If I can't walk in this shit, I ain't driving in it. Like, that was terrible. I'm like, what would you do in that situation? It was like a foot of snow on the ground. You'd probably die.
Yes. No thanks, man. Pass on the super cold weather, you know, like.
Yeah, and I'm like, when talking about retirement, I'd be okay in the cold weather because snow is fun when you don't have to go out in it. Like, if you have to go out and function, like if I wanted to live in a place where it snows,
your house,
it's different.
Okay, just
going out and functioning in that shit is way different than actually like, oh, I'm home. Yeah, it snowed today, so I'm just gonna stay in. You know, if you have to go out to work in the snow, it's a completely different thing. Yeah. And it's something that I wouldn't want to deal with. It's nonsense. I dealt with it for 3.5 years. I wouldn't do it again.
Oh, when you guys were living in New Mexico?
Yeah, when I was in college. Yeah. And yeah, it's like I said, snow is fun to look at, but when you got to go do shit in it, it's different. It's a completely different beast. Yeah. But for retirement, I would probably be okay with a place where it snows if my wife was, but I know she wouldn't. Because when you're retired, you know, like, oh, damn, it snowed. I guess I'm not going outside today.
Yeah.
All right, we're at an hour 8, so we can end this one. Unless you guys got anything you want to add. You good?
No, yeah, man, it's cool.
It's just about it's 11:30 now. I'm getting hungry.
Happy 4th of July to everybody.
Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. By the time I post this episode, the 4th will have passed. So happy Independence Day, America. Stay woke out there. I'm just kidding. Stop that shit.
Y'all can just woke the fuck off.
Yeah, woke off. Thank you for listening. Good night.